we are back again. Something a little bit different on this one. Now, as you've seen in the little video prior to the intro, I've got a Pioneer setup. So it's vintage Pioneer. It's from 1980, 1981. But the one thing that I am missing from that setup is the cassette deck. Now, when I bought the setup, it was the amp needed new caps, it needed recapping and so on. The Equaliser needed the bulbs replacing and needed a good clean and so on. The one thing that I wasn't overly concerned about getting was the cassette deck, because I don't use cassettes anymore. I know it's getting a bit of a resurgence, but I did try and get back into cassettes, but I'm just not that interested, really. However, I did get this to complete the collection. Now, I've bought it off eBay, and I've bought it as not working, faulty. And although it does seem dirty in places, as you can see here, and on the knob itself, yeah, the recording volume knob, it doesn't seem to be in bad nick, in all fairness. Now, the ad does state it's not working. However, that could just be belts. Chances are it is belts. It's always belts when it comes to old cassette decks. But it arrived with a very short lead that's going to plug. Now, initial thoughts would be it's been cut, and a lot of these older units seem to show up with the leads cut.
So either Devin pulls your plug.
I don't know. It's like dogs being neutered. I don't know why they do it. Do you? We just don't know. Well, I don't anyway. But if you have a look at this, I don't know what's going on here. I think somebody's fitted a plug hastily. I don't even be bothered to cut this here properly off, and then taking it back off again. I don't know. We just don't know. Could be a little bit concerning. So the first thing we want to find out before we go any further is does this thing power on? So to do this, we got to put a plug on here. But if you have a look, it's very short. So I don't know how many times this has been over the years. So what I intend to do, I think, is to put a new lead on. So that's our first job. That's our first job today. Oh. So with these, it's generally 4 screws, 2 on the sides. See, 1, 2, and I know this from years of dealing with old Pioneer units, and I love them. There's no two ways about it. I absolutely love old stereo systems, the separate from a bygone era, because they were better quality. And the Pioneer blue lines are just stunning. I did have the later green, which I sold the entire setup, even though I rebuilt it all from scratch. I sold the entire setup because I had the chance of getting the blue line, which is this is. So I took it. Took the opportunity. Take my medication, I just haven't kicked in. Right. Just slide this off here. Look how nice that is. Very good condition. A lot of the time they got dents and scratches and so on in them, but that's really nice. You know, I've got a couple of these covers hanging out up there. But I'm going to put this down safe. And let's have a look what we got here first. The first impressions are, this is very clean. Very clean. To give an example, when I bought the amp, SA-720 amp, which you've seen in the image earlier, when I bought that, I think it'd been under somebody's stairs or up the attic for years, and when I opened it up, you couldn't see the components for the dust. So it took a long time to clean. But this is looking very nice. But straight away, there's a belt missing here. Now, the belt here for the timer, oh my god, it's almost like liquid. So that's going to have to be changed. But these generally have a big flywheel, which is down here. If you have a look down here. But yeah. There, you see me spinning it. So, and that goes, so you've got a belt here, it goes down to this pulley here off the motor. And then you got a thick belt here, it comes from the back pulley of the motor over to the flywheel. And this is what drives the capstan and so on. So this is what helps you, well, this is what makes your tape turn. So we'll be having a look at that. Obviously putting some belts on. Again, not going to be using this, so I'm not, well, when I say not going to be using it, I don't really use tapes. So I think it's more important that it lights up and everything, but if you're going to have it, you want it working, don't you?
Do it! Just do it!
So that's what we'll be aiming at. But my first protocol, I think, is to change this power lead over. So it goes here and here. So out there and out there. That's at the bottom it is. So I think what we'll do, we'll snip this little cable tie. Or zip ties, as you say in America, don't you? Zip ties. It's my zip tie. No, it's my cable tie. Right, so we got, I'll put that one back on, make it look all nice and dandy. So we got, let me lift this up, show you. So we got this wire coming in here we need to get rid of. And this blue wire down here. I think what I'll do is I'll take that out. I got a theme tune to Bullseye going around my head. Right, anyway. This gives us a better view of this now, doesn't it? So there's a big blob down here. And a big blob by here. To get them off. So let's put my soldering iron on. Let's check what this cable says. What's this say? So I'm actually in two minds now. Because thinking where my stereo is, the plug's right behind there anyway. So do I really need to remove this? 1975. I want to keep that. I know it sounds daft, but I'm not going to change it. Change my mind.
Fuck me.
Change my mind. It does happen. So I'm going to screw that back in. I'm going to keep that as it is. I'll put a cable tie back on. Because that's the sort of guy I am. I don't mess around with the cable ties. I either got it or you haven't. I certainly haven't. But I act like I do. Right. Here we are. Right, I'm going to keep that actually. So I need to put the plug on here. Oh, look at this. You can tell the belts, look. There's rubber muck everywhere. Right. Let's find a plug first before we go any further. Right. Got a plug. Bags and bags of belts. So we should be good. So first things first. That's stupid. First things first. It's not a first thing third, you. Or do the third thing first. And everything's up to sync. Then we're right up shit creek. Anyway. First things first, apparently. Let's get rid of this bit. There we are. Let's get a decent amount of cable out. Like a glove. Me and my wife Louise, we watched 3 DVDs back to back last night. Glad I was the one facing the telly. Boom! There we are, laughing at my own jokes. Watch a documentary on how ships are held together. Riveting. Anyway. This is the thing, see, now, because this is so short. Turn that off. I'm going to have to bring the extension up to it. Oh, right. Maybe I should have changed it. Maybe. Bang. Oh, look at that. That's what we want to see. The blue fluoro of blue blue fluoro they call it. But I need to. Now see these, these are not turning, but you can hear the motor spinning. Because on these, the motor is always turning. As you can see, if I just shine a light on this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Woo! But turn that off. You see the motor to slow down now. See ya? They always turn in on this, on these. So, happy days. At least we know it powers on. It's half the battle. The main part of the battle I was going to be getting these belts on. That's the interesting bit. So, I'm trying to remember now. Because I've done a couple of these before. Not this exact model, but the carriage on all this is pretty much similar. I think the hardest part, if I remember, is getting the belt around the flywheel. See? It's not that bad in there actually, it's a bit dirty. See if you can see that. It's a lot. I've seen a lot worse than that. Let's put it like I give it a bit of a clean, obviously, but I've seen a lot worse than that. So overall, this is in very good condition. But what happens is the belts just turn to mush over time, as you can see, and people just throw them out, which is good and bad, really. It's good for people like me, but it's bad in the sense of it's a waste, because some of them do end up in landfill, don't they? That's a lovely old thing. Right, let's have a look. I'm looking to see if there's a gap. Between the flywheel. You wouldn't be able to. Right, so let's not try and cut corners here. It's just too much dirt. Not dirt, the belt muck everywhere, as you can see. So it all needs a good clean. So this knob just pulls off like that. Take the faceplate screws out. So there's 2 on the top and 3 on the bottom. There we are. Oh, my life is just screwing. Unscrewing, actually. Wonder what Trevor McDonald's doing right now. Wonder if he's working on a Pioneer stereo. Oh, there's clips in the top of these, isn't there? I doubt he is. I don't know why I picked Trevor McDonald. But there we are. There we are. 3. Yep. And then that should come off. It slides off there. That's actually in very, very, very nice condition. So we're going to take care of that. Take these covers off because they'll only get lost otherwise. Faceplate off. I love to see this is the quality you used to get. Even the cassette door cover, metal, aluminium. It's just stunning. Let's take that back off. I'll try and do this without damaging anything. The filter there that gives it the nice blue, so it's vacuum fluorescent display basically with a blue filter over the top. Right, so now we want to take this out. So there's a screw here, screw here. Let's take that one out. cage is screwed down there as well, so there's one underneath. Right. Crafty swines, isn't he? Cage, I keep calling it cage, a cage, carrier, whatever you want to call it. You know that, you know what I mean. You get my drift. Ah, oh, there's always one in it. There's always one. Where's that gone now? There he is. Here he is, but it's alright, it's alright. Don't have to call the police, we're all good. There we are. So that's coming out there now. Right, take this monkey belt off here. Hey, baby. Ooh, oh, I wanna know if you be my girl. No, bug it off. It costs too much. Here we are. So the carrier is out now, so we can see. Right, first off, let's get this back off. Which is held in by what looks like 4 screws. 3 or 4? 3. Another cable tie I need to. There we are. Good on. 26th of August 1981. Here we are, look. See? It's like tar. Like Tarbert. Jimmy Tarbert. Yes, I know it's Jimmy Tarbert. Don't pick on me. Well, help me understand what is going on here, because I don't. Okay, day 2. I had to stop because, unbeknownst to me, my camera had died. And I carried on, not knowing my camera had died. So, where are we to? Okay, so I got the belts in. Have a look here. See, so here's your flywheel belt, and here's your motor drive belt. Yeah. I've put the back plate back on. So, next thing to do now is to sort out the counter belt. So the counter belt is here, and as you can see, it's very spongy. It's not far away from turning into a fluid. So what I want to do is firstly get this belt off, obviously, put the new belt around, and then put it out hanging here. Then put a cleaner, put the base, put the catalytic tape mechanism back in here, and then start putting it all back together. I think that's the way to go. First things first, let's give this area by here a bit of a clean. It's always tricky trying to place out without damaging anything. Right, obligatory coffee, happy Sunday. Caramel latte. Again, using isopropyl alcohol, 99%, mixed with spot juice of whales. The whale's the animal, that is. And the bum sweat of a leprechaun. See? Filthy. Not to go all preachy, but the difference in quality in these old units compared to modern units is night and day. You know, you've got metal, you've got the ability to strip it down and service. It was built to be cherished and looked after, serviced and maintained. You know, that's why you can get the service manuals for them. Take a modern one with all its chips and moulded plastic. As soon as something's failed catastrophically, which doesn't take long, chuck it in the bin. We've become a severely throwaway society, and this is not an environmental preach. Okay, this is just me making a point about how this older stuff was designed to be looked after and cared for and so on. Right, so next step now is to release the door, release the hounds.
Release the hounds.
I think that's going to have to be done in situ. It doesn't want to come out. Why doesn't it want to come out? Oh, it does. There we are. Sorry, I was holding it from behind. Right, so these just clip in. But I want to be gentle not to snap these tabs. There we are. There we are. I'll give that a little clean now before I put it back in. And here is our belt. The idler tyre, as I call it, the rubber, looks okay. Looks okay. Let's feel it. Yeah. Right, so we need one of these. So let's have a look. So this is my huge amount of belts here. What about this one? No, I think that might be a bit too long. Let's go smaller. That might be too small. Oh, that's massive. Or this one? By Jove, I think we have a winner. This is your winner on a Sunday. Belt. Ooh. Right, anyway. So, feed that in there. And around like so. Oh, we can sort that out now in a minute. So I want to give this a bit of a clean. There we are. Lovely. Oh, where am I? Travel Lodge, boss. Lovely. Remember that I read? Right. Bring this back over here now. Put this plate back in. Make sure the belt goes behind it. Come on, you swine. You bring all this forward a bit. There we are. Oh, this belt's playing me right up. Right, here we are. Here we are. Oosh. Get in. Right, the belt's on. So we need to put this in place now. Lift that up. Lift the tabs up. And back it goes. Isn't that lovely how they make these things now? They used to make these things, I mean. So much better. So much better. Right. So, let's start putting it back together now. Remember these were cable tied? Let's put it back the way it was. Bit of a snip. Boop. Like a glove. Right. Something else was cable tied on, wasn't it? I cut two ties. Where's the other one? Let's feed that up in there properly. And really push it down so they are kept in there nice. Ooh, it's tight, baby. Feeling tight. Do. Oh, it's opening now. Oh, there we are. Almost there. We're almost there. Don't panic, Captain Manren. Are we there? Ah, just these wires down here that are underneath the tab. See if I can get them out now. They need to come around, they do. Oh, so close, but yet so bloody far. There we are. Ah, marvellous. Is it marvellous? Are we in? Yeah. Yep. Right. Let's start putting this back together. I'm going to say that's this one. No, I'm not. One, two, three, four. There we are. So that's that back in. So we're going to get this belt on now. Again, I have to take my glasses off because my eyes are getting terrible for short-sightedness. Or lack thereof. Right, so I have to get my head in there a bit. Apologies. Belt just needs to come over. There. So that's that one fixed. Marvellous. Excellent. There we are. Right, let's start getting this back together then. And then we're going to clean the heads. Oh, actually, I think I'll clean the heads first, then put it back together. At the proper alcohol, at the proper alcohol. Oh, I spilled. Sack the juggler. Right. Ooh, they are not bad at all. Like I said, this is a lovely condition, this unit. I did exactly steal it. Not literally steal it, you know what I mean. I gave a really good price for it. But see, if somebody's not confident in repairing something, or doesn't think it can be repaired, which is seems to be the case these days, then they pass it on or throw it out. Here we are. Let's get this back together. That ain't working, so it's got to be the other way. Yeah, it's that way. Here we are, I was right. First time, second time, third time. Something. At one point I was right. Just give us a wipe. God, it's in lovely condition. Yeah, I got a new camera coming today. Which my see how the best laid plans? Could have told me. Could have watched me do this. I blame you personally. Distracting me. You could have warned me, couldn't you? God's sake, man. Can I take this off now? Stunning! And this is not the top end ones, don't get me wrong. You've got the 1980s, and that's it's not the years, the model name. The receiver, it's a beast. And they sell for thousands now. Really want to get this one to bed now, so let's plug him in. Sip of coffee. Just gone cold. So power on. Right. You see that? Capstan is moving. It's a win. Lovely. 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 Oh, tape count as well. So there you have it. Fixed and ready to go back. It's me spitting coffee everywhere. Fixed and ready to go back. Ready to go back. Ready to join its brothers in continuing to lead the way. There we have it. So there we have it. Belt change on a Pioneer CT-520. Good old unit from when quality meant something, and not like today where everything is total shit.